They tried to scam me. Now they're homeless and broke. r/ProRevenge. A few years ago, I had an old friend, Mark, who reached out to me out of nowhere. We hadn't talked in years, but he suddenly acted like we were best buddies again. I should have known something was up. Mark and his wife, Emily, invited me to dinner at their place. Over a fancy meal, they told me about this amazing investment opportunity. It was the typical pyramid scheme nonsense. They had already bought in and were now trying to recruit others, meaning they wanted my money. I politely declined, but they kept pushing. Emily even said, "We wouldn't offer this to just anyone. We really want to help you make money." I told them I wasn't interested, but they wouldn't drop it. Then things got nasty. Mark accused me of being small-minded, of not wanting success. When I still refused, they suddenly weren't so friendly anymore. A week later, I got a call from my bank about some suspicious activity. Someone had tried to take out a loan in my name. I froze my accounts immediately and started digging. Turns out, Mark had somehow gotten access to my personal info and tried to pull off identity fraud. Big mistake. Instead of confronting him right away, I decided to get even. I did some research and found out that Mark and Emily had already scammed a few other people. Not only that, but they had used those funds to live in a rental mansion they clearly couldn't afford. I contacted a few of their other victims and we worked together to gather proof. We compiled bank statements, texts, and voice recordings. Once we had enough, we went straight to the police and their landlord. The landlord was furious. They had been months behind on rent, and the lease agreement stated that any fraudulent activity would result in immediate eviction. With our evidence, he wasted no time kicking them out. Meanwhile, the police started their own investigation. Turns out, Mark and Emily weren't just scamming friends, they had also taken out fraudulent loans using stolen identities. They were arrested within weeks. In the end, they lost everything. Their fancy lifestyle was gone, their bank accounts were frozen, and they were left with nothing but legal trouble. As for me, I made sure to check my accounts regularly and never trusted an old friend with a shady business deal ever again.